is how's my ICT journey going? Something that I kind of just called the SBR model. Maybe I'll actually document live on what I think of ICT's latest videos. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I am currently back in Batangas. I've had a crazy busy time in Manila, from going to the shooting range in Antipolo, Rizal. M16.
Gun sa'yo.
Just fired 2 rounds of Mossberg military something. Alright, so finished up my round. This is my thing. Then headed through Manila to BGC. Spent some time with my mum, and then we were in Mall of Asia. I had a meeting. Again, you'll see on the B-roll how I literally turned up using the Angkas, the Joyride, which is a fun thing here. But in this video, I thought kind of just pick up the camera and see what I come up with. So this is a very unfiltered vlog. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up.
It's been 4 weeks since you called, and I've been waiting here for you all along. I've been waiting.
So one of the most common questions that I've just been getting is how's my ICT journey going? And to be honest, it's something that I've not addressed in a while, just because I've stopped watching ICT content. People in my inner circle have been saying that, you know, he's gonna stop making videos, and then he ends up, oh no! I forgot that I had the duck with me. Anyway, getting distracted from the question. They've been saying that he's gonna stop making videos and that his wife is gonna leave him, and then he ends up making more videos. But I think the most important thing is you wanna watch the content, get the knowledge, implement it, keep learning or keep going with what works for you. But then if something's not resonating or it's not just going with your trading style or personality, it's okay to disregard it. Because, for example, things that really worked out for me was liquidity, market structure, order blocks, time and price theory. But things that didn't work out to me was things like propulsion blocks, breaker blocks, and then I just left it at that. There's a thing called knowledge obesity, which is basically you're taking in so much knowledge, but then you're not utilizing it, and you just end up having analysis paralysis, which is just no bueno for your trading. To conclude, I don't watch any ICT content. The ICT strategy that I've been trading or learning from is way back from 2022. It's been nearly like a year since I've just not been watching content. Everything that I've learned from my first community, my second community, now into ICT, is kind of just all come together from back testing, forward testing, getting data, to then just putting that all together and creating my own hannahforex strategy. And I think that's what's important. I think that will just kind of round up the whole ICT journey, ICT segment. So at the time of filming, it is the weekend, and for weekends I always make sure that I do my ASR, which stands for Advanced Self-Review, i.e. my trade journaling. Basically, one of the most important trading processes that you should be doing, whether you've been trading for 5 months or 5 years or 10 years, I don't care. It's a no-brainer, and I've been journaling my trades well before learning ICT, while I was studying ICT, and even a year or two after learning ICT. And by the way, cheeky little plug, I have a link down below. It is a Notion template, and it's currently the template that I'm using for my trade journaling. And you can see that I've updated it for 2024. As I've said in previous videos, that I was optimizing my systems and processes, for trading being one of them. And I had optimized my Notion dashboard, trading, ASR template, whatever. And obviously for those who've purchased the Notion template, or if you're in Life Club, you always get the updated version when I do update it. But I'll keep it exclusive for those who have purchased it and those at Life Club. I think I'm just going to jump into a little ASR and share my thoughts on how the market's been for me this week. It's been a busy week, so maybe my focus wasn't 110%. Again, something I'm still working on. But I was able to catch a win at the start of the week and a loss towards the middle of the week. So let's quickly go over it. And if you are learning ICT, these terms should be very familiar because it's the most basic concepts, I would say, of whether you want to call it smart money concepts, liquidity trading, order block trading, imbalance trading, I don't know. But I personally learned it from ICT. I'm sure there are many other teachers, gurus, mentors, coaches out there that may say all the same thing but repackage it in a different name or brand or whatever. So it is what it is. I personally learned it from ICT and it was free, so that's just a bonus. Okay, YouTube, let's look at this euro dollar short that I took on Monday the 19th of Feb. We're on the 4-hour chart here, so let's put some lipstick on the chart, as Michael would say. Liquidity areas resting above highs, below lows. You can say that our 4-hour range is kind of like this. Big one-sided candles, such as this candle here. All this area is basically what you'd call your fair value gaps, imbalance, etc., etc. Same thing with this area over here. This down candle before the push up, order block. You can see price pushed up and then price tapped into it and continued. Premium discount from this 4-hour range, from this low to this high, or this high to this low. You can just see here, premium discount. Premium for shorts going into discount, discounts into longs going into premium. Keeping it simple and clean like this, I can then identify areas where price may head to. You can see that we had this big handle going down, just took out this liquidity, price stalled a little bit, we had all this imbalance, so naturally price would pull back to either take out this high or get to the midpoint, which is the CE of this SIBI candle, basically making its way from down this area to then this area. Price is starting to move bullish as it broke above here, starts breaking above here, push back up, price then rebalanced before then pushing back up. As we're nearing into this area, we're either gonna impulsively break out with a lot of momentum to take out this big high up here with all the buy side liquidity resting above, or price may then start to push down to continue this down, pull back down, pull back down. So we don't know yet, but we can just understand where we are in terms of this 4-hour high time frame, and you can say, okay, with price kind of stalling in this area, now that we've filled this FVG and that we are in this 4-hour premium zone, we can take some short-term shorts based on M15, M5, maybe even M1, 2, 3. So that's kind of the context that I'm looking at. So here we are on the M15. What is very interesting is just how price is behaving. Again, what would ICT call these? These are kind of little liquidity sweeps. You can call them equal highs, especially here. I'm not interested when price moves down, moves up. Those sharp moves, I'm expecting some sort of pause in the market, some sort of range. Same thing with what happens after an impulse, price will tend to kind of just gather itself, and that's when I let price do its thing. There's absolutely no reason to get FOMO because there's always going to be opportunity in the market. Anyways, here we are, Friday, price is ranging, and going into Monday, going into London Open, time and price, 2 a.m. from 5, that's London Open kill zone, we can get the sweep. Then we tend to look for the break and then the retest, something that I kind of just called the SBR model. Now, I don't know, I just called it that. I'm sure loads of people kind of do the same thing, trade the same way, just call it differently. But ultimately, here we've got sweep of liquidity, then we get a BMS, break of market structure. Some people call it market structure shift. And then obviously there's the shock, which is change of character. I mean,
You know, they're all kind of similar things. Obviously, CHOC is a little bit more internal, but like, I don't want to get us confused. All I'm trying to say is we've got the sweep of liquidity, so that's a check. We've got a break of market structure, check. Now it's just about a retest. M15, I'm looking for my entry pattern. I would like to see fair value gap, or I could take an OTE level. In this case, I actually refined down to the M5, which is something that I've just been implementing more and more these past month or two going into the new year. If I just quickly go back to the M15, my M15 break of market structure is at this swing. There was no fair value gap, so I was thinking, okay, cool. You know, there's a lot of room to the downside, right? We've got this swing low here. Let me just do this. We've also got the imbalance down here, obvious low here, back onto the M5. I'm a little bit ahead in my bar replay tool. So the idea was that price pushed out, and then we also had this M5 fair value gap. My short was pretty quick. It was within these 10 minutes. And then I had set my stop loss to 7, which is just comfortable, it was just enough. I was seeing, okay, is this worth even getting into for at least a 2% to, let's say, to fill the fair value gap, or even to get down to the first low, which is already 2.6. However, I took a 2.15 from this trade, and there was still opportunity to get involved as price did climb up again. And then we had New York, which New York happened 9-10, and then we pretty much reverses right after New York open kill zone, and then we get the reversal in the rest of New York session.
Happy Sunday. This is the same day that this video is getting uploaded, and I've just spent the morning working on this video, spending some time with myself and thoughts, brain dumping, journaling. I've had a couple thoughts that maybe I'll share, and this video just being a bit of an ICT journey update. Obviously I have an idea to actually maybe actually see what new ICT is like. By new ICT I just mean more recent videos, and maybe just share my thoughts on that, because I know realistically there's a lot of new content. Me saying that, you know, I've not actually watched any videos is a bit more unrealistic for what the main audience or the mass audience would be expecting or seeing. So yeah, maybe I'll actually document live on what I think of ICT's latest videos. And the other thing I was thinking of was just a bit on certainty and faith, and maybe I'll share this in the next video to come, which then leads me on to my third and final sort of idea that I thought I'd share and reflect with you guys. Just a bit on taking Hannah FOREX a little bit more seriously when it comes to YouTube. I have obviously been optimizing more for life enjoyment and life fulfillment, but maybe it's coming to a season now to take things a little bit more seriously on the business side of things, and even partnerships, like who I work with, kind of my duty and my responsibility as someone who has influence in this space. And it's something that I can't avoid. You know, I try to avoid it all the time, you know, that I just want to be doing my own thing, but no, I have an audience and I want to do well by that and serve well. So yeah, there's a lot on my mind, there's a lot of decisions that need to be made, there's a lot of discernment, there's a lot of prayer. I just thought I'd open up about that, and it really came from me flicking through my YouTube channel and seeing this video, the new chapter starts, you know, documenting my FTMO journey. And I'm just thinking, whoa, that was like 4 years ago. And I'm just thinking, I want to document more, even if it's just completely like non-trading related stuff, because the personal gain is just as awesome as the trading and the monetary gain. So it's like 2025 me, 2027, 2030 me can look back at 2024 Hannah and just see the progress that she's made. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. God bless.